Hey folks, this is a Massey Ferguson 2640 tractor, basically the same as the 3500 series, as in the 3545. And I had to put a new water pump in it. And when I looked at the service manual, it said that you must remove the radiator because there's not enough room to remove the water pump. So I found a trick to do it. I thought I'd share. So the water pump on these 6-cylinder Perkins engines, you've got the water pump and then this backing plate back here. And the backing plate has several studs that go all the way through. And the problem is that these lower studs are long and there's not enough room between the water pump shaft and the radiator to get it off before removing the backing plate. So what I did, there's 1, 2, 3 nuts on this side, and 1, 2 on this side. And that allows you to make the water pump go ahead on those studs. And then, then there's 2 bolts on the back side as well at the top. That allows you to put the water pump closer to the radiator. Make sure you put a piece of cardboard here so that you don't contact the fins. So once you get that ahead, then there's 2 bolts on this side, two bolts right here, and when you have that exposed, you'll see there are 4 5/16 bolts also in behind the water pump there. So leave one in there just to hold it in place while you take the 4 out when that's ahead. And then you can get that whole assembly lifted out of the tractor and clean all of the components up, get your gasket ready, and then slowly put everything back together. Leave the backing plate away on the studs so that there's enough room to get the bolts started in there. And then it'll all go back together without taking that radiator out, because that's a lot of work. And what I do is I use Permatex spray a gasket. Spray that on both surfaces of the metal and then spray on both sides of the gasket. And that seals everything up really nice. So I'm also doing manifold gaskets, and I had the valve cover off and set the valves, new hoses, a little bit of everything. But I wanted to save you some time by not having to remove that radiator because it has all those hoses and such that go over the top. Plus you'd have to remove that plate underneath of there too. So hope this helps. Happy tractoring.